barely fit in the opening. There's your problem.
Hey guys, we're headed back up the mountain to that underground tank with the submersible pump and the bad ball float valve. I've got a trash pump, gas-powered trash pump, and I'm all set to suck out that tank, climb down in there and get the pump out. I kind of have an idea of what model it is, and we've already put off a quote request from our supplier, but just to verify and see in there and make sure there's not something that's repairable. And then also I need to see up close the plumbing methods used on that ball float valve so that I can change it over to a Watts differential float valve, pilot operated differential float valve. Should be pretty straightforward. Just hook up the pump and suck them up. All right, see you there.
Choke, fuel on. That is a tight fit. I don't even know if I can fit in that, honestly. See if I can even fit in this damn thing. Barely fit in the opening. Yep. That's it. All right. Let's see if I even fit in the frickin' hole. That's a tight fit. Oh my gosh, that is really tight. Okay. All right. Not too bad. There's our casing. Epoxied it to the floor. Comes down. Float switch. Pump cables. What are you? You look like 2-inch. 1.5. Yeah, 2-inch copper. And then here's our fill valve. That looks like a vent, maybe. So you are 1.5 inches. Some pictures. That's the tank. A little bit of rust there. That's brass. So we could put them there. Put them right here. Okay. Now to get this guy out. I put wing nuts here, but lock nuts there. What's up with that? Oh, nice. And what about over here? Yeah, okay. These look like half-inch bolts. And then before we bother, let's loosen this out. Oh, there's your problem. It cracked off. Interesting. Oh, that's very interesting. Yeah, it might just be damaged. I'm glad I didn't cut the wires. Very interesting. How do we prove this theory? Look at this custom rig. Okay, well, I could put a flex fitting on there. Flex connector. That puppy just snapped right off. Garen's, that was already cracked. Okay. Let's get some photos. Let's come up with a plan. Yeah, okay. 1.5 inches, 2-inch. Pictures. Okay, let's see if I can get out of here. Like so. Like tiny thoughts. Bypass the pressure switch. It is. It's just a contactor. They are not using a 3-wire, so the motor has the capacitor in it. Normally a 3-wire single-phase motor would have the capacitors up here, but somebody changed it out to a motor with the capacitors inside it underground. So let's just see our voltage. 240 coming in, and then let's flip that float. Let's probably all that's keeping it from running. There it goes. Can hear it running. Sounds alright. See a bunch of flow. Amps are 6.7, amps are lower. And then let's just verify our out voltage, 238. 238, okay, cool. So it's an ugly contactor, but it's still good. Sounds great. Doesn't sound bad. I think that male was just cracked. Okay, let's shut him off. Alright, pack him up.